Phew. Looks like we're safe now.
Hey, nice work out there.
Whew. I felt uncomfortably close to death 1 or 4 too many times.
At least it's all over with now.
Dad! Thank goodness you're all right!
Elliot!
Lieutenant General Olaf Craig.
That's the famous Craig the Red, huh? Looks like the real model of a scary-ass military officer.
About that.
That's what everyone thinks at first.
Oh! My beloved gift from Adios! Why did you duck? Come here into your father's loving embrace!
No way, Dad!
I love the voice actor they chose for him.
I mean, I'm glad you haven't changed, but Dad!
Nonsense! You were raised in my arms, my boy. What's another 2 or 3 minutes more? I can tell you've lost some weight, but you're otherwise as fit as your fiddles.
Oh my, you pay way too much attention.
Oh, it's so good to see you again.
You too. But you're seriously hurting me now. At least loosen your grip some.
That thing I said earlier, I take it back.
Yeah, everyone reacts like that.
Elliot seems really happy, though.
Yeah, it's great to see them together again.
I'm pleased to see that everything went well.
Hey, Claire. Spend some time. Good to see you're safe.
I thought it was you.
I actually was worried about you. Feel like you'd probably be at the top of their list of people to get rid of. At least one of them up there.
Looks like you're from the Railway Military Police. Then you must be...
It's a pleasure to see you again, Captain.
Likewise.
Captain Claire, I still don't know.
And yes, sir. I'm Captain Claire Revelt of the RMP.
Revelt. I tried way too hard to make that more complicated than it was.
It sounds as though we have plenty to discuss. Perhaps in a more fitting location. Follow me, if you would.
Sort of assumed she just, came over here and has been hiding out and helping them ever since the beginning of the war, but... I mean, this probably would be the most logical place to go. They're just staring at it like, oh my goodness, it's so cool. I'm so happy we have mechs in our world. 4th Armored Division Temporary Base. I feel as though you could just send Crow out here and basically just take down the entire base on its own, disrupt the command structure, and then you could probably take out everything else. I'm just saying, it's just a military strategy. I'd like to begin by congratulating you all on making it all the way here. I'm overjoyed to see you all again. Same to you, Captain. I had no idea what had happened to you after Heimdall's occupation. It's a huge relief to see that you made it out okay. Funny, I was just as concerned for all of you. As for you, I believe it's the first time we've had the pleasure of meeting. You're Toval Radanil from the Bracer Guild, yes? One of Sarah's co-workers. Wow, you've actually heard of me? Though, to tell the truth, I've heard more of my fair share of stories about you from Sarah, too. Kinda surprised to see you at the 4th Armored Division. She got in touch with us soon after the war broke out, in fact. She then mobilized the RMP to guide us to this proving ground so that we could establish a base. We wouldn't be here now if not for her. Wow, really? I see your ability to make good, quick judgments is still intact. Reorganizing the divided divisions was one of utmost importance. I simply did what I had to. I was concerned about His Excellency and what was happening in the capital. but he always told me to act objectively in times of crisis. Oh. My apologies, Captain. I almost forgotten that she was right there in the capital when her boss was assassinated. By none other than Crow. Oh yeah, where's Instructor Neidhart anyways? Thought he would be here with you, Dad. He hasn't been back to this division, no. We had no idea whatsoever of his whereabouts until a few days ago, actually. But then he was finally able to get back in contact and inform us he was well. That's good news. Either way, it sounds like you can't be too careful. This base is held so far, but there's no guarantee it will always be the case. I wish I could deny that. Noble Alliance is starting to put more and more resources in trying to finish us off. We know how to deal with this Soldas, which evens the odds, but we're at a disadvantage when it comes to supplies. True, this isn't the best location for getting outside help. The longer the war goes on, the harder it's going to be to hold out. That said, we have no intention of giving up without a fight. Our enemies have occupied the capital and effectively taken the citizens, as well as the Imperial family, hostage. Even should the goddess forgive them, I damn well won't. You don't need to yell quite that loudly. Besides, I don't think you'll find many who are willing to forgive them. Although, if anything, I'm just worried about how Fiona's doing. Yeah, worried about Dad too. I'm afraid I don't have any specific information regarding Heimdall's current situation. With control of the railways taken from us, we're limited on what we can actually do, I'm afraid. Sounds frustrating. Regardless, it is my turn to ask you all of something. Bearing all of what you've just discussed in mind, what do you intend to do from here on out? Well, good question. You don't have the raw power that the Alliance or the Imperial Army's got. But you still got a pretty significant weapon at your disposal, and one that neither side can afford to ignore. You need to think long and hard about how you intend to use it. Oh, I agree completely. Valamar's power is incredible, and that much is definitely true. These past few days have left me with no choice but to accept what I have. You can still take on multiple soldats at once and still come out on top. If used the right way, you can maybe even change the direction of this war. Keep in mind, it's all dependent on the strength of his Awakener. I hate to toss aside the subject of war so frivolously, but we also need to find some way to rescue Elites and Princess Alphen. If we focus on that, it makes perfect sense for us to support the Imperial Army and fight against the Noble Alliance. But Lieutenant General, I'm afraid that we can't answer your question at the present time. At the very least, not until we've heard everyone's opinion. Oh? We hate what the Alliance is doing as much as you do. So, in that sense, we want to do what we can to help you fight against them. But I don't think it would be right for just the four of us to decide without everyone else's input. Yep, we need to find everyone before making such a major decision. We make our decisions together. That's how we roll. For now, we solely want to put our focus on finding the rest of our classmates. Then, and only then, will we decide how to best approach this war, and what we as a class can do to help end it. I see. Once a member of Class 7, always a member of Class 7. Tell that to Crow. Can't say I'm all that surprised. Very well. You may have been separated from the wars, but you still have every bit of the spirit of a student. It is the duty of the students to absorb the world around them. Go forth, and when you're all together once again, find your role to play. Only then will I hear your answer. Thank you, sir. Thanks, Dad. I apologize for not being able to give you a better and more immediate answer. Not at all. What you said was perfectly reasonable, Rean. You'll hear no objections from me. Whatever path you choose, I hope you see it through to the end with all the inner strength and conviction of a son of Erebonia. That said, I'm conflicted about sending my dear Elliot away without proper protection. Should I send a company of troops with him? No, that might not be enough. He needs airships as well. Dad, stop. This is so embarrassing. He really is the most doting father I've ever seen. I bet 100 Mira when the war will be over in no time flat if the Alliance had tried to ever kidnap Elliot. Haha. Well, in that case, how do you like for me to accompany you? You, Captain? Are you sure? You're currently using emergency base of operations, correct? Not only could I use my knowledge to better fortify it, I could also handle communications with other regions from there. Should be a chance to reach out and find Milliam as well. I haven't been able to contact her since the war broke out. Works for me. To be blunt, Amherst's borders are wide open. The Alliance could take advantage of that at any time. We can't have another incident like with the Jaegers. Bringing her back might just be our best defense right now. I hate to admit it, but you're right. There's a limit to how much we can do, and at the end of the day, we're just students. We need to swallow our pride, take help when it's given, especially from specialists like the two of you. More important than all that, I know we can trust you. You're right. Exactly. Captain Claire. We'd be honored to accept your kind offer. Welcome to the team. The pleasure's all mine.
In addition to my duties as a member of the RMP, I hereby pledge my support to everyone in Class 7.
Aw, nice. Do I get to use her in battle? Captain Claire agreeing to join, they began to make arrangements to leave the military proving ground. Once she'd explained that she had some preparations to take care of her own first, however, they decided to stay for a short while longer. This gave Class 7 a perfect opportunity to explore the 4th Armored Division's base while they waited. Join the party. Yay! Can use overdrive. Cool. I feel like my party's expanding and expanding and expanding at Tolva, Claire? Well then, I suppose we might as well take a look around. We're meeting here in front of Val, right? That's right. We should head there as soon as we're finished up here. Got it. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Dad said they're looking after a couple of Thor students at the base camp. Really? I could very well be someone we know. Go and see if we can meet them. I'm game, let's go. Okay. Yeah, that's probably a good place to move on from there, but that's probably a good place to end it for today. Not my longest recording session, but a lot happened, so I'll see you all next time. Well, before I sign out completely, the one thing's still bothering me. How the Jaegers were going on about having a chance to fight that night. You think they were hoping to fight Ashen? Valimar? I think they probably were talking about that. At the time, it was still being sort of suspicious of Toval for whatever reason. But, I was thinking, oh, maybe that has something to do with the past he just kept not mentioning? I don't know. It could be that. It could be the Ashen Knight. It could be whatever. Do they really want to just fight the Ashen Knight, 2-on-1? That would be impressive if they could do that. Seemed like I had a pretty good, ability to fight against them myself, but still. Okay, well, I'll see you all next time. Drive safely. Hello, and welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel 2, and I am a little ashamed of myself. I bought DLC. I got the casual stuff before, but it was on sale, so I didn't feel that bad about actually doing it. But I didn't buy this on sale, and it's just so I got the glasses pack, so everyone gets to have glasses now, and except Machias, he has monocles. Machias will never ever wear glasses unless it's a monocle for the remainder of the series. I swear on that. And that just felt appropriate for Toval. I think that went along with Ellie's outfit quite well. And I thought that went along with Fee's normal outfit quite well. Not goggles, but some dapper sunglasses. And Reen. So I got the glasses thing. I also got, what, I don't know what unspeakable is. But, it seemed like a pretty interesting costume. I also got, I know I haven't played Trails in the Sky, but I remember the Joshua and Estelle stuff, just name-wise, and I was like, oh, yeah, that is Trails in the Sky. And I was like, why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? They seem like the more interesting costumes to get. They seem more interesting. But I want to stick with this for a while, because I sort of think it goes weirdly well with the Unspeakable Head stuff. So, everyone's got their little thing now. You look like a fighter pilot. I mean, like a really anime fighter pilot, but a fighter pilot. Oh, I feel so stupid. Hey, you look like you're from Thor's. Monk. Oh, I remember that name. Bzz. Ah, it's no use. Just can't tune in. Is that you, Monk? Oh, hello. I heard you guys were here. Glad to see you're all safe, though. Same to you. Impressive work to make it all the way out from the academy. I suppose it is, but we first years had a lot of second years helping us escape when the academy was first attacked. After that, the 4th Armored Division took me in and gave me shelter, so here I am. It's not that interesting of a story, really. Worse yet, it's kinda cliched. Doubt it'd get a read on radio even if I sent it in. We're not really here, we're not really looking to be gripped here. You're alive, so why are you so down? Haha, why do you think? It's practically impossible to tune into any radio stations around here. Even if by some miracle you do manage. It's all war, war, war all the time. It's so incredibly tedious. To make matters worse, there hasn't been an bedtime broadcast since the war broke out. I lived for that show. Lived for it. Oh, we got some bad news for you, buddy. That's not the one Vita hosted, is it? Yeah, it was. Reen and I used to listen to it all the time, but that was back before he knew the host's true colors. Hey, don't let it get you too down. You're still breathing, that's something. I guess, even if it feels like my love has been stolen from me, I can't stay gloomy like this forever. Sigh. Wow, that's a pretty deep depression. And let's let him wallow in it. We got better things to do. I wonder. I don't know. Celine seems pretty dismissive of it. She's pretty dismissive of a lot of things, but it makes me wonder. This is like, was Vita doing something else with that broadcast to like affect people? I wonder. I'm sorry I can't sit down and catch up, Elliot. I wish I had the time, but you know how it is. Work is work. Haha, don't worry about it. I know how busy you must be. You're not hurt or anything from the battle earlier, are you? You and your men were out there fighting, right? A battle, huh? You're not talking about that loser's pathetic excuse for an offensive, are you? Ha! As if my men would even suffer a bruise from a battle like that. Well, man, you're sort of like in tanks and stuff, so... And you didn't take any hits, so... Our blood is so hot, it could melt clean through iron. It'll make more than the Alliance's fancy toys to thrash us. Just smile and nod. It's all you can do when he gets like this. He does seem like the kind of guy who'd make you feel awkward. He takes after his general. Captain Kissling? Oh, I thought it said Captain Kissing at first. It's like, what? You all fought valiantly, and for that you should be commended. But if you challenge the Alliance again, be on guard. They're getting desperate, and that makes them more dangerous. At this rate, I fear there's nothing they won't do to win. You're right. They did seem that way. Valimar saved our asses this time, but he won't always be there to swoop in. True enough, I was impressed by how well you managed to fend off those Soldat units with just the tanks, though. That's all thanks to the anti-Soldat tactics we developed. It seemed like your tactic was just shoot them really, really quickly so they can't react. They look tough and they're quick, but they're inferior to our tanks both in offensive and defensive capabilities. They do have their strengths, namely their mobility and flexibility they have due to their humanoid figure. But if you can deny them the chance to make use of those, they're just walking hunks of metals waiting to be blown up. This guy's kind of intense. It's nice. He's a nice guy when he's not talking about military business, really. Man, how often have you been out here, Elliot? Do you know everyone? Well, I'm gonna assume he does know everyone. For all intents and purposes.
Oh, RMP cars.
Maybe Captain Claire and her team drove them here?
I mean, that would make sense. I'll leave the RMP in your care then. First Lieutenant, continue with your present activities while gathering info using this area as your base. Second Lieutenant, your objective should be to make contact with the other armored divisions elsewhere. Yes, ma'am. By the way, Captain, will you have any need of this equipment I've gathered? Yeah, I think I will. Hi, First Lieutenant. The Captain's departure actually comes at an opportune time, since we're ready to move in the next phase of our plans, too. A company you should allow her to sneak into a number of the Empire's regions, so that's to our benefit in the long run. We'll be praying for your success. I wish you all the best of luck. Give and take. You all fought admirably against Zephyr earlier. That said, I think you're all quite aware what the outcome would have been if the battle had been allowed to play out. Well, you could have called Valimar there and fought them like that. They did seem to be suggesting that they wanted to fight him. Then again, they did seem prepared to. You should be much safer if the Captain's with you, so be sure to stay alert. I am aware that if I had done better at that fight, which might have happened if I knew the fight was coming and I knew more about them going in, and I knew that if you got one of them down to, what was it, 30% I think, that I would have got 3 AP, which I'm fine with. I don't care that much. Oh, I advanced the story. If I go and talk to Val, a tank officer, Virgin E. So she's not a virgin, she's just sort of Virgin E. Oh my goodness. Oh my, if it isn't Elliot. Have you finished talking to the Lieutenant General? Yeah, we just met with him. Do you have a report to him? I do. Though first, I have a bit of maintenance to work on my little darlings here. I wish I could trust the maintenance team to do their job, but the work's been so sloppy, I have to finish it myself. I think they could at least manage a proper cleaning. One of these days, I'm going to introduce their heads to my spanner. For someone so pretty, she's really rather scary. Haha, she works directly under my dad, actually. She's also the most skilled tank officer in the division. The thing is, she's really particular about tanks. They're almost like her children. I shall not touch your tanks. Please and thank you. Oh, you look familiar-ish, Monica. Haha, it's good to see you all again. I had a feeling you were the new arrivals I'd heard about. Monica? Oh, you're Laura's friend from the swimming club. Then the army took both you and Monkin? That's right. And I've been trying to help them out ever since. Sounds like you've had a pretty rough time. Yeah, it beats the alternative, though. I'm just glad Klein helped us get this far, even if we did end up getting separated. You guys haven't met up with Laura yet, have you? I was kind of hoping that you would have... Us too. We're just not exactly sure where she is right now. But we do think we're getting closer, though, so it should be just a matter of time. Really? Trust us, there's nothing to worry about. Yeah, we'll find her, promise. Thank you, that's really reassuring. Be sure to say hi to her whenever you do find her. Of course. Anyone find it really odd that it seems like all the second years keep getting separated? I wonder if that's gonna have like a twist, like maybe they've all been captured by the Alliance, all the second years. It's just because we just seem to be finding first years so far. Not enough. Not enough. No. Oh. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, what do they actually have? No upgrades. I think I'm probably about as good as I can unless I'm getting... unless I'm getting new armor. But, yeah. I think I'll be fine. As for the accessories, I don't want to, like, stock up on them too much. There's a point where it's only doing one status thing that it's not going to be very helpful down the line, and for now, it's probably not immensely helpful as is, so I don't really want to waste my money on that. I'm LoH, and I'm in charge of the security here. Just to be clear, we're at war here. Assume nothing, know your place, and above all, listen to our instructions. That goes triple for you, Bracer. I know your type, always thinking you can poke around in our business with some loophole or excuse you rummage up. Well, not on my watch, no siree. You just best keep your nose out of trouble, or you're going to lose it. Do I make myself clear? Man, was it something I did? Sorry, it's not you, he's just always been like this. It's not all that strange. The Army and the Bracer Guild aren't exactly cut from the same cloth. Wow. Wow. I really am glad you're alright, Elliot. That just leaves Fiona to fret over now. Yeah, I hope she's okay, too. But I have to admit, I'm more than a little anxious. Thanks for keeping us in your thoughts, Emmons. Think nothing of it. Fiona's always been kind to us soldiers, so it really concerns me to not know how she's doing. Still, we'll do all we can to find her and make sure she's safe and sound. And I wish you well in whatever you decide to do. Thank you. Oh, hello. You're the visiting students, aren't you? You aren't hurt, are you? This place serves as both a rest area and a medical treatment center, so just let me know if I can help. Oh, okay. I don't think I'm hurt. Oh, it's just this book again. I remember trying to find the owner, but with everything that's happened, I've forgotten all about it. Oh, I know. Would you like to have it? Someone might as well get use out of it. It just get disposed of if it's sat around here, so you really might as well. Oh, okay. I might just read those at some point. Not now, though. I don't feel like it. Good day, everyone. May I just say what a pleasure it is to see you again, Elliot. Everyone here has been quite worried for you. Perhaps you can make some time to make the rounds and see them. Yeah, I will. Thanks, Bracken. Rain, didn't we already do that? Yeah, Elliot, we totally already did that. Yeah, why are we talking to him last? I don't know. I just sort of forgot he was even there. Yeah, that might be a thing. As part of the Imperial Army, we have our own role to play in this war. We may not be able to fight alongside one another, but we're not opposing sides either. Wish you all the best. I never thought the day would come when Elliot would demonstrate such an iron will, though. My boy, you've done your father proud. This isn't really that big a deal, Dad. So much for that. I wanna go. No, we got to watch that military exercise on the other side of here earlier this year, didn't we? That brings back memories. Yeah, I can't say that brings back very fond ones, but it does bring back memories. Just don't decide you want to have a look over there, okay? Can't go out that far. Yeah, we'll be meeting the captain here later, if nothing else. Oh, okay. Well, I've done everything, so time to move on. Well, this is where we're supposed to wait for the captain to finish up her preparations. Is there anything else we need to do, or should we just wait here? I think I'm good. Oh man. I haven't had this relaxing music for a while. Sorry to keep you waiting for so long. She changed into her civilian clothing? Oh. Ah, it suits you. Oh. You're not in uniform. I'd be something of a walking target if I were to travel into Alliance-ruled areas dressed like that, after all. This outfit doesn't look too strange on me, does it? No, it suits you. It's sort of like the dress did, too. No, absolutely not. Is it just me, or is Maki sort of like a dog in Heat this game? It looks just so different that in it that it took me a moment to recognize it was you. Yeah, it really suits you. Well, thank you so much. I feel like I'm surrounded by horny teenagers all of a sudden. Says you, who's like half dressed now. Can't blame a guy for falling for a pretty girl fee. It's what we do. I think this is one mystery about humans I'm not content. I'm content not trying to get my head around. You're all ready to depart then? Dad. I've given my subordinates their orders. They'll be backing you up as best they can in my absence. Should you need anything, let them know. They will be able to get in contact with me if need be. Very well. Leave everything here to us. In return, I will be counting on you to support the younger lions of the Academy. I will, sir. Elliot, I'm astounded by just how much stronger you've become in less than a year. You may not appreciate me saying this, but everything you've done just confirmed in my mind that sending you to Thor's was the right choice after all. Honestly, Dad, I feel the same way myself. It wasn't what I originally wanted to do, but if not for rolling there, I never would have met all my friends. So while I couldn't imagine I'd ever feel this way at the time, I'm really grateful to you now. I'm glad to hear that. Looking at you now, it's clear that you're finally ready to forge your own path through life and make your own choices. As such, once this war is over, and this nation is back on the way it was, if you still wish to live your life as a musician, you will have my full support. Huh? You'd actually allow that? I'm true to my word. You didn't rush to decide what you want to do now, though. I imagine that if you kept fighting along your classmates, you eventually realize what you want to do. And a choice reached after long, serious thoughts is not one you regret. Thanks, Dad. To tell you the truth, I'm really not sure what I want to do anymore, but by this war's end, I'm sure I'll know too. That's my boy. Well, I wish you all good luck and good health. Take care of yourselves. Thank you. Bye then. Best to you too, sir. Take care, Dad. Oh, is there animism here that we weren't told about? Oh, those are some frame drops there. Huh? Wait, why does this place look so familiar? Because it's the end of Ema Valley. We came here during our trip. Looks like we managed to make it back safely. Oh, wow. We seriously just traveled all that distance just like that? My legs kind of feel like jelly. It's astounding what your divine knight is capable of. And in the same vein, it's disturbing to think that the Azure Knight may be capable of this as well. Got that right. Last thing we need is that thing showing up in front of us out of nowhere. Keep in mind, using the Spirit Path consumes plenty of mana. The places where you can use it are limited. It has its uses, yes, but personally, I think there are too many negatives to design a full-scale operation around it. You can certainly flank someone by putting one significant enemy on one side and another. Mana decreasing. Entering inactive state. Val? Is he alright? Between the battle earlier and using the Spirit Path to get here, he must have used up all the mana he had. Let him rest for a day, he should be able to recover enough to travel again. I guess it's a good night for you, huh? Thanks, Val. Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to reunite if not for your help, so thanks. You need not thank me. Do not hesitate to call me again, should the need arise. Alright, we need to get back to Emer before the sun sets. Watch your step, okay? Will do. Okay, what do we do now that we're back here?